God, what they do to the poor guy to make that sound? They pinch his balls or something. Anyway, I've got to do a smaller Let's Play for you with Sonic 3D Blast. The Sega Mega Drive version, not the Sega Saturn version, just because I prefer the music, ultimately. That's the only real thing deciding this, and it's easier to access because it's part of the Mega Drive Classics collection on PS4. Well, speaking of, the next few Let's Plays will probably be the last few I record on PS4, because afterwards I plan on migrating to PS5. That's the reason why I'm not doing any big projects, because I know you can't carry over Share Factory footage between platforms, so I don't want to be halfway through it and have to re-record it. Anyway, flickies are mysterious birds. They live in another dimension and can travel anywhere through large rings. Robotnik learns about the flickies. I will change the flickies into robots and have them search for the Chaos Emeralds for me. Using the infinite power of the emeralds, I can conquer the world. Sonic visits Flicky Island to see his friends, but the only thing he finds are robots. Robotnik made my friends like this. I must save him. Robotnik must be stopped. Sonic starts to defeat the enemies in order to rescue the flickies who are trapped inside. Go Sonic, you can warp through the big rings with the help of the flickies. Chase after Robotnik and defeat his plans. That's the premise of this whole goddamn game. Right, I haven't played this in oh, fuck, okay. This is slippery. Oh god, this is very slippery, and Sonic goes, wait. It's been a while, alright? I just thought it would be a live Friday. Oh god, it moves so slippery. It's gonna take a while to adjust to. I'm controlling with a D-pad, but I kid you not, if shit gets too annoying or too difficult, I've got an arcade stick, because I actually used to play this on an arcade stick, and so it's what I'm more used to. So if I end up, like, missing basic jumps or getting a flow of things or whatever, I will just migrate to an arcade stick, I shit you not. There we go. God, this is slippery as hell. I remember so little about this game. The whole idea is, this was Sonic's first quote-unquote 3D experience, and as you can see, it's not. It's the whole CG 2 point whatever D. Get you. And the only idea is that in every zone there's exactly 5 enemies. Each enemy has a flicky, you get all 5 flickies, you take it to the goal ring, you advance to the next area. In some places there are 2 areas before you get all the robots. How'd that miss? There are 2 like zones you do before you finish an act even, and in some areas there are 3. But I think in this first one it's only 2. Oh, okay, that just sends me back up this way. If you can help it, keep a hold of rings, because we will be getting the Chaos Emeralds in this. Or at least, I fucking hope we do. I say that the special stages in this game are some of the easiest special stages in Sonic history, so you really won't have a trouble. In the sound version they're a little tougher, but not by too much. I should get on that. Thank you, Sonic. But this is what I mean. Now we advance on one bit and it chucks us out here, and there's another 5 robots to defeat that we got to track down to get. And yeah, this music, composed by Jun Sonoye, who, if you recognise that name, is because he's still doing music for Sonic now. He did music in Team Sonic Racing, which is still, at least with this recording, the most recent Sonic game. This was still back in his early days, where he made a lot more cheekier melodies than the more rock-focused music we hear nowadays. If you see a ring with an X under it, that means it's an act ender. So this is only a 2-sectioned act. Like, if we find the other robots and bring it to it, once we sound the X, that will just end the level. 100 rings will get you an extra life, as per usual, and making me wish we was playing a different Sonic game. It uses Sonic 3's sound effects for a lot of things. They borrow a lot of Sonic 3's sound effects from most of this game. Ugh. And it just makes me want to play Sonic 3. It makes me really wish we was playing Sonic 3 instead, because Sonic 3 is my all-time favourite Sonic game. Next to Adventure 1. And I know Adventure 1 has not dated the best over the years, but I still love it to death, and if it ever gets a decent port, I will happily let's play it, because it hasn't been treated well in forever. Those tokens you see me pick up, those tokens have Sonic's head on it, they're not extra lives despite being Sonic's head and, you know, whatever. That speed shoe is going to be suicide, isn't it? Oh, fuck it, let's go for it. It's the end of the level anyway. Or I wonder if you'll be able to see any of the shields I pick up, because they flicker at 60 frames per second and the recording's at 30. You know, the old school recording curse. I've got a shield on. If you just might not be able to see it as we end the act. There we go. But yeah, those tokens, if you get 10 of them, you get a continue. Which, if you don't know what a continue is, because you're a lot, like, maybe younger, or you just haven't played a lot of live-based games, if you run out of lives, you spend a continue instead. Like, it's like a token in the arcades. But now we're in Act 2, and just like Sonic 3, they have a slightly different remix of the Act 1 melody that plays in Act 2. Which is what I mean, like, there's a lot they took from this. Okay, the blue shield. There's 3 shields in this game. They got rid of a few of them. You got the standard shield, which is what we got right now. Last act near the end, we got the orange shield, which is a homing attack shield. If you press the jump button again whilst you got on it, you will homing attack. People think Adventure was the first one to do the homing attack. No, this game was. If you press the jump button again in midair, you will like, snap onto an enemy, making it just by default the best shield in the game. Because my god, can it be a nightmare to get the perspective on some of these enemies, especially on some of these tiles. Because this game lives by the Sonic 1 Green Hill tiles for its entire groundwork. Which is fine, because it makes it easy enough to see where you're going. Like, and to be able to identify landmarks and whatnot. But at the same time, it also kind of does a number on your eyes in some places. If you're watching this and you're starting to get a headache, it's probably not you. It is almost definitely this game. It's one of the biggest things that aged about it. Especially in this first level, how much brighter it is. Oh, fuck. Hey! Oh, to be fair, that was a necessary evil. If you get 50 rings and find either Tails or Knuckles and give it to them, they will take you to the special stage. And you don't need to do it all in once. So you see, Knuckles just stole 40 rings from us, but if we go back to him with 10, it will stack up and it will say 50. So we go to him now. And you'll see what I mean, but these special stages are piss easy. It is always get 50 rings, get 100, and then get 150 rings, right? So the difficulty is in how many rings they give you in each special stage and how many obstacles they put in the way. Similar to, say, the half-pipe scheme. This is very similar to the half-pipe scheme. You'll never struggle. I'm telling you this now. You will never have a problem. We've got 83... I know it's the first one, so it's supposed to be easier, but we've already got 100 rings for the second benchmark, and we need 150 for the last one, right? Look how many rings are in front of us. We have enough for the next bench already, and it's going to be a similar format for every single special stage. It never, I've never had trouble with it. It is arguably the easiest special stage in the series. The only special stage I'd say is technically easier than it would be Sonic Advance 2's, because that's just run around and collect rings, avoiding Zero for a minute. For like a hot minute, and that's literally it. That's all you're doing for that whole special stage. But the only reason why, as a whole, I would probably say this is actually easier is because they're easier to get to. Sonic Advance 2 special stages are a pain in the dick to get to. The challenge is getting to them. Also worth mentioning, every time you go to a special stage, absolutely everything in the level except robots destroyed are reset. So if you break, say, an extra life monitor, break it before you go into the special stage, then you can break it again after the special stage. And if you're trying to grind out the special stages and get them done as soon as possible, there's nothing stopping you finding an extra life monitor, breaking it for the extra life, trying the special stage. If you fail, killing yourself, and then just breaking the extra life monitor again because it's really reset the level through the special stage. In fact, you might want to break the monitor before you kill yourself so you're still at a net gain of lives afterwards. Oh god, that speed up shoes. Of course they hid it behind the tree, so I would just run around like a maniac. The only other thing worth mentioning is that the flickies themselves, depending on their colour, depends on how they act. The green ones you will learn to despise. The red ones are a pain in the arse too, but the red ones are more that they just seem to gravitate towards problems. Okay, there's probably like a breakable secret wall there, but I can't be bothered to find it. Can't be that important. But there's different colours depending on this. Red ones jump around all the time, so you have to either catch them in the mid-air or get in the way of where they'll land. Purple ones... No, purple ones are the ones that actively seek Sonic. They're your friend. If you wait around, they'll come to you. Blue ones kind of wander around aimlessly. Alright, we picked up the homing shield. You can't really see it. If you just try to do the homing attack without it, you'll just slam straight down. No, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, the whole flickering on and off between frames and in a 60 frame game when it's a 30 frame recording. But we'll find out. Let's see if I can find an enemy to try it on, actually. There's still 2 left. Oh, that's the beginning. Oh, I've completely missed 2 of them. Great. And then the purple... What? No, not the purple ones. The green ones, which you'll learn to despise, they actively try and run away from Sonic. They hate him. They will never get near you. They will actively try and book it away from you, making it easy for you to lose them. Oh, I see a ramp. Okay, we've got to go this way. There we go. There's a blue one. You see how like it was kind of going around aimlessly? Like it was kind of looking for us, but it seemed a bit drunk about it. Either that or it's the purple ones. I get muddled all the time if it's the blue ones that go straight for us and the purples that are a bit more random, or whether it's the purples that go straight for us and the blue that are a bit more random and a bit more drunk. There's another enemy. Ow! Well, there goes our shield. I won't get to show off the homing attack this time then. Let's get through here. Get through. Sonic, thank you. I can't explain enough. Like, I'm probably going to make it look kind of, probably not that bad in recordings, but the controls are slippery as hell. You tap it and Sonic goes. The fact that I can just keep on tapping the spin dash button as I move one step and keep on continuously rolling without it completely killing my momentum kind of proves my point of how slippery this game is. Just double checking there's nothing here, don't want to backtrack. If you get hurt and lose your rings at all the flickies will scatter, which is the other thing that makes it a bit of a pain in the ass. But they're worth keeping a hold of you, because even if enemies can hurt them, because if an enemy catches a flicky and not hit you, the flicky will still get sent off in the distance. But they also count as tied to Sonic's hitbox for collecting shit as well. So if they pass over a ring or a capsule or something that can be collected, they will collect it as you go. Alright, this homing shield's all nice and all, but isn't that the end of the level right there? So what's it matter? We can't carry that into the boss, which is how it works. You do 2 acts and then a boss fight. None of the bosses are hard. I say that, the Volcano Valley boss fight is a little annoying, if I remember rightly, but it's not difficult. I like the boss music though. There's 2 different normal boss melodies and they alternate between the 2 as it goes on, and both of them are nice. This first boss is as simple as the spike chases you around, eventually it stops and Robotnik goes, picks it up, you bonk him. Standard procedure, 8 hits to kill. But what I like is that you actually start to see damage on his Eggmobile as it goes on, as you hurt him, so you'll be able to see how much closer you get. Oh, ow! I tried to go for a jump, I just bonked off the side. You do have to hit the glass. If you don't hit the glass, it's not like classic Sonic. Let's see, if I bonk the side, it just doesn't do anything. You have to hit the glass. Actually, is this boss standard 8 hits? I don't think it is. No, it's 6. Well, the early bosses are 6. Eventually, it goes back up to the standard 8 then. But that's the end of the first zone. So you can rest your eyes a little bit, because Rusty Ruins is a little bit better color-wise. And I love the music. The music is so catchy and fun. These pillar things, despite the fact that you can clearly jump over them, you need a spinner form to break. Which is a little gimmick that's only in this level. There are these weird little spinning plate things that if you stand on them, make Sonic spin like a ballerina, and it allows him to go through these, as you can see. It also allows him to go through enemies. You can't jump though, doing so will kill it. But you want to go the other way actually and try and be careful and migrating these spikes. Because you can jump straight over these, but they're here to challenge you if you want to try and get the special stage. Because it's blocked behind a pillar. So I think it's Tails is waiting for us. It's put behind a pillar. No, need to get that ring. No, need to get that ring too. It's also, the controls are even looser in this goddamn thing. Alright, there's the end. So let's get you. Fuck. It caught the flicky, but it didn't catch me. So the flicky panicked and has booked it. And because it's a green one, it's just going to run away from us. Right, where'd you go? There you are. Look how far away it got. That's not even the beginning of it. These fuckers, it's real run. They run. Right, let's break this. Hey, Tails, let's give you the 41, so we're back to 0. And then we just only need to get 9 more rings and we can return. Wee. 1. Oh, yeah, mind the fire, too. Alright, I've got our 9. Let's get back. Wee. Let's nab you so we can do 1 full free circuit as we go. The fire only spouts when you're in front of it, so we just wait, we'll be fine. Sup, Tails. Also, they always take all your rings, so if you can get as close to 50 as possible, it's probably better, just to save time. Actually, I say that, not that it matters, because everything resets, so what am I talking about? But now special stage 2, and oh look, we need 50 rings, and oh look, they give you like 1,000,000. Even if you get hit by the spikes barely take any rings away, so you can just power it. You're not going to be in a dangerous position. 100 rings, we only need 12. There they are. So we can start working on the 150. We will probably have 150 to get out. See what I mean? That take like 10 rings? Yeah, we're going to have 150 before we even get to the bit that says get 150. The special stages are so pathetic. They're a breather compared to the rest of the game. And that's not to say the rest of the game is challenging, it's just the controls aren't great. It's the biggest criticism I have of it, and even when I was a kid. The controls are rough. The game tries, and it tries ever so hard. And I like the idea, and I like what they bring to the table and what they do different. And one or two of the bosses I'd like to see tackled in a future 2D Sonic. I'd love to see a couple bosses reworked and done in a 2D perspective. But as it stands right now, this is just that one weird Sonic game that people like don't mind playing and certainly don't hate, but it's certainly just weird. It's just the controls. Sonic's just such a slippery motherfucker. It's like he's standing on ice at all times. And there's a snow level in this game, so you know it's only going to get worse. Oh, I also need the spinner for something, so let's see if I can find it. Oh, like this. Anything else further this way? Other than another beep. Give it that. There we go. I can't remember if you can use a spinner to break those spike balls. I don't think you can, but it might be worth a try. Yeah, I did that. I was just in stutter stepping and just kept on mashing A. Well, it's X on PlayStation controller, but in the original it'd be the A button. Or is it B? Whatever. Those things have a bigger hitbox than they look to have. Also, here's the final shield, the red shield. This one makes you immune to fire hazards. It's literally the fire shield. Don't know why they couldn't be bothered to bring back the electric shield and the water shield while they were at it, but then I guess the water shield would be a little pointless because of there's no underwater sections in this game. But the electric shield, free double jump, yeah, I would have taken that, but instead it's just standard shield, the homing attack one, and the fire shield. Oh, missed it. Oh, we gotta go back the other way anyway because we don't bring the spinner form with us. So back up we go with this slippery as fuck controls. Mind the CG spikes. Mind the CG wall spinners. Actually, is there anything down this way? Oh, spinners. Yeah, we'll carry that around with us. We'll just avoid the CG spikes. Sorry, it's just blindingly apparent that they are not of the same like aesthetic as the actual game we're in. Like, it's very clearly like a CG thing. Oh god, come on, I'm not doing this. Hey, get green. No, don't stand in the fucking... Oh, god damn it. Get here. And there's the other end if we came the other way. Boo. God, get this way. Thank you, Sonic. Stand on that, thank you. And if you have to stop on everything for Sonic to react to it. If you just run at it, it won't happen. See, that token is way too high for us, so we're supposed to come back with an army of flickies, so then the flicky on the end will reach it just barely. Alright, let's go round. Oh, well, there goes our fire shield. We got a standard one now, because shields will override each other. Whatever is the most recent shield you pick up is the one Sonic will have. They don't have a priority sort of thing. Ah! Oh, well, there goes that. Oh, come on! Well, at least I got them back immediately. I always kind of... like, just some... when I used to play this more as a kid, I have some bad memories of green flickies scattering and just going wherever the hell they want. Can we break this? No. And so, because of that, every time I lose them, I always panic 'cause it's the green flickies. It's like, no, you need to get them now, otherwise they will just run. The music just stopped then for a second. Like, did the music just end and then restart its loop? It really sounded like it. Anyway, let's finish this stage. It really sounded like the music just came to a complete stop. I wasn't paying enough attention, so I only really noticed it when it came back on. I have to go back in my recording and listen to that. Oh, I love this remix too. Just a bit slower, a bit more breathy. Then I always like this, it makes it feel more... not desperate, but more like significant, more dramatic. While at the same time, like, not over-egging it. But I suppose whilst we're going through it and I'm suffering this goddamn control scheme again, I can try and talk about a few other things, because, you know, I have been away for, like, a better part of a long month. But simply put, and I mentioned it before I went, the reason why I wasn't uploading through December, really, is for the simple reason of I was working. With everything that's going on, the Christmas hours I got were far, far busier than anything I've ever done there. Oh, well, I guess that proves that problem. You can't break through the spikes in the spinny mode. But yeah, it was, so I just knew it wouldn't be wise for me to start really doing anything. But I do stick by the point where I don't want to do any super big projects until after I've got a PS5, since it won't carry over anyway, and I'd have to record things twice to get everything done, since I like to record far in advance. And I don't want to have to keep on alternating back to the PS4 to do more recording sort of thing. I'd rather upgrade and record through back compat. Which I do have a few ideas of like bigger stuff I want to cover, but I'm also waiting on a few things that I want to see come around. Like my big one this year, assuming Atlas don't fuck us, is going to be Nocturne HD. And the reason why I say that boldly is that Atlas US have a bit of an annoying track record of just blocking scenes for the entire game. So they could put the entire game on recording block and I'd be shit out of luck. Which would be a crime shame because I desperately want to record that game. It will probably be the longest project we've done, which I know I've said before, and like a few other things I've ended up not being as long as I thought it would be. But Nocturne is a beefer of a game. And it is brutally hard, so it would be a lot of work from me. Shit, damn it. Okay, okay, if you can't make it the full distance, you're just gone. Got it. Can you spin dash up this? No, it's too steep. Okay. You have to do it this way. And there's a path over to the side here. I want to check this out. Oh, fire shield. Thank you. Won't protect us from this spike ball, but it's at least fire protection. Oh, come on. I was holding forward. I was trying to lean onto that platform. But the big ones I also want to cover, assuming Square Enix do it, because they've never not done it in their old projects, is when they make it so I can safely play the last chapter of the 7 remakes on the table as well. I want to record that. At some point, Devil May Cry 5 is going to be covered. It'll probably be Special Edition, just because I'd much rather record that game at 60 frames at least if I can help it. Fuck. But yeah, but I'll try. I've got a few other ideas as well, and a few smaller things. I might throw a Kingdom Hearts in there, but that's a huge might, because although it's been a year now since I last touched a Kingdom Hearts game, I'm still kind of on the burnout of, you know, marathoning the whole goddamn series, and I'm not, as much as I would happily go back into it at some point, that some point is not now. After I did Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind, I was well and truly kind of done. It's why I have zero interest in Melody of Memories or any kind of real future Kingdom Hearts. The way Kingdom Hearts 3 ended and reminded is enough for me to kind of step off the crazy train, if that makes sense. Like, it was the end of a saga, and it was the end of the saga I'd cared about since my childhood. That's all I need. I don't need any more Kingdom Hearts, so I'm not going to continue chasing Nomura's crazy bandwagon of plot twists and random ass fucking conspiracy ideas that he comes up with every other day. I would rather just play other things. I'll always appreciate Kingdom Hearts for what it is, but I am done. But at some point I will cover, also I'll start with KH1, but I will cover the Kingdom Hearts games slowly but surely throughout this series. And after and beyond that, to be honest, we'll see. Like, Neptunia Reverse, we know, is coming out on PS5 at some point this year, because it's been confirmed to be getting a Western release, and they said it won't be that long after its Japanese release that we'll get it, which makes sense, because, you know, it's a remaster of a remaster of a remaster. No, actually, it's a remaster of a remaster of an original game of the first Neptunia, so it's not gonna take them that long to do, so that's fine. I think the only thing that'll be different is that they'll probably re-record Noir's lines with her current actress instead of using her original, or reusing her original lines, because they just haven't been able to get a hold of her original in forever. Which is a shame, but at the same time not. Like, there's this weird middle ground I have with it all. Like, I love the current actress. I keep on going to say new, but that's not really accurate anymore because she's been doing it for like 5 years now. Like, ever since the director's cut of the 4th game and Cyber Dimension, Noir's had the newer actress, and she does a much more like subdued and controlled Noir. Also, there's a special stage over here. There we go. And I love that approach. I love that because it feels more realistic to the character. But at the same time, the more exaggeratedness we got from the original was just more funny. So like, I like both for different reasons. Like the original, especially if you watch the anime. If you watch the anime of the English dub, Noir's actress is fucking hilarious. Like, Noir does... And funny enough, the actress that used to play Noir is now the current actress of Chie, and has been since everything after the original Persona 4. Which is what... So, if you play Persona 4, you know what I'm talking about the exaggeratedness, and how fun it can be for a voice. And that was Noir through and through. I loved Noir's original voice because of it, while at the same time I liked the slightly more controlled one, because she is very Sun. She is a tsundere at the end of the day, so having a slightly more subdued version of her that can still know when to be a little bit over-exaggerated, but just tones it down a little bit more, I think works better, especially in the later games, because it feels like a more mature Noir because of it. Like, it feels like she has actually learnt and developed over the course of the games by having that different voice, that more subdued voice. But so it's like maybe reverse, like they might get her back, but there's a small part of me that's doubtful. I can imagine that ship has sailed, which is a shame because the original actress, which name criminally is slipping my mind, so I can only apologise. She on her Twitter, like, you know, like every Twitter has a bio, like their own little mini bio sort of thing. On her bio, it still to this day says the original Noir on it. She still takes great pride in being the voice of Noir, even if she isn't anymore. Which I think it was just because of like the contracting and like some of the the strike stuff that was going on at the time, that she just became unaffordable because of what was going on. And Idea Factory, they're never the most expensive branded company, which is why I have such heart and appreciation for what they do, especially when they go big. I fucking... Also, when you're in special stages, obstacles like the pillars reset too, just to be in a pain in the ass. No! That was a genuine gasp, because I knew I was going to catch the edge of that, and I've got these greens that are going to book it, and if I didn't catch that immediately, it would have absolutely gone down the hill. No! Go back to... Where's that other green one? Yeah, there you are, you're trapped. Got you now. Oh, there's another one. Oh, good thing I spotted you. Oh, you can re-pick up the continue tokens as well, so there's another benefit to doing the special stages. There's so much you can get, because literally everything in the level, bar the flickies in your hand, reset back to where they were as soon as you go into one. It's like completely deloads and then re-inloads the level. Oh, I'm not bothering with that platforming. Doing the type platforming in this game is a chore. It's a nightmare. It is not worth doing ever. Just don't do it. But yeah, as I was saying, I can imagine as well just putting it out there, like, you can hold me to this when it eventually probably does happen. They're probably going to do a Neptunia Reverse 2 and 3. Like, they've done this super fancy new PS5 remaster of the first game, they're absolutely goddamn going to do it for the second and third. They might not do it for the fourth, because, you know, the whole back compat thing on PS4, and the fact that the director's cut version still wasn't that long ago, and I feel like it'd be a bit pointless to do another version of it with extra characters when it's already, like, you know, had enough. But that's a huge we'll see. I don't think they'll do a Reverse 4, at least I hope they don't, because I think it'd be a waste of resources at that point. What I personally think they should do is, since they're absolutely, let's not sugarcoat it and pretend they won't, they're absolutely going to do a second and third one. Tell us something about the fifth game while you're at it, please. But here's the second boss, and it plays the alternate music, which I prefer over the odd-numbered level boss theme. The even-numbered boss level I just prefer. I think it's got more of a melody to it. And there's more sound effects from Sonic 3. The do-do-do-do-do. Boo, 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 boo. And pew for some reason. Oh, you can land on this thing? Oh, okay, that didn't work out. I thought it always just bounced you away. I didn't realise. Well, I say that it's been years since I played this, so I'm not going to remember much. But either way, this thing's about dead, so I'm going to wrap this up. Next time on Sonic 3D Blast, we're going to continue our search across the islands, and I'll probably talk about more Neptunia and future stuff, because it's a live recording, and I'm going to run out of things to say eventually, because this game's pretty repetitive. But that being said, I'll see you next time for... Oh, fuck, it's Spring Stadium next? Oh!